Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Vechain update. We want to look at the price set one more time to try and figure out what exactly is the Vechain price set communicating with us. So before I get into today's content, I just want to kindly ask you to help me spread this video by tapping the like button because it really helps the YouTube algorithm. People looking for Vechain content will now be able to find this video much more easily. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel just yet, I would encourage you to do so really, because I do TA on Vechain every now and then, right? So without me running my mouth too much, let's actually get into the video stuff. So let's start here on a positive note with the Vechain price that we can see that we have this falling wedge that we've been tracking for a very long time. The good thing is we've already broken out of the falling wedge, and falling wedges are generally bullish patterns, like with a success rate of about 66% to go ahead and reach the price target. So the price target for this falling wedge would be technically the top of the wedge right here. That's something like 17.8 cents thereabout, right? So let's just say 17 to 18 cents, right? But the good thing about this price target is it also has got some confluence right here using our fib retracement 2 right here from the very top to the very bottom right here. You can see that price target is coming into confluence with the 0.618 fib retracement level, and this is what usually the price chart does. Like whenever you've got big falls like these ones after bull markets, you can actually go ahead and retrace maybe to the 0.236 or something like that. It's not really known, but it's nice to see something like this happening on the Vechain price set. So maybe the Vechain prices will not see all-time high again, but at least we can look at this 0.618 fib retracement level, right, which is actually very good returns there, because we were looking at the Vechain price set when we entered this zone of support right here, right? So we started accumulating right there to the very top right here. You can see that that's almost like a 10x. It's okay, it's very good. But at the moment, if you would want to jump into Vechain, which I'm not suggesting to you that you jump, right, but I'm just giving an example, is you could actually see something like a 6.5 or a 6.5x right there. That's 650%. That's good. So yeah, these are the things that I see on the Vechain price set according to this falling wedge that we see here. But at the same time, looking at it from a shorter time frame perspective, we can see that we are falling something like a rising wedge. Now a rising wedge is the opposite of a falling wedge. This one is a bearish structure there, right? We have already seen that we've already broken out. We get broken down, actually we're broken down from this upward sloping support right here. We back tested it, and it's acting as resistance, but I'm not really worried about it because maybe it's going to provide an opportunity of a back test of this falling wedge right there, right? So if the price target is going to be maybe the lowest part of this rising wedge here is something like a 0.019 or 0.02 dollars per Vechain, that's okay. I mean, it's an opportunity, as I already said, to load up on Vechain, because you can also see that these price targets are actually major supports on the Vechain price. That look at this whole zone right here. I mean, zone is huge, obviously, but we can see that we have got some support. For me, really, it's going to be safe to be buying Vechain anyway in this zone right here. That's good for me, no problem there. So in the immediate short term, in the coming few days or maybe even weeks, we could be seeing downward price action in the Vechain price set, but that's okay for me because I'm treating it just as a back test of this falling wedge, unless and until something else crazy happens right here, right? On a different price set that I showed you right here, I showed you this fractal that we saw from the Cardano price set, and we were saying that the Vechain price set is actually following this structure very closely, and this is something that I drew. Obviously, you can see that it's can move, right? This is where we are with the Vechain price, but I anticipate that we're going to break above this range right here and maybe back test it, finally getting higher and higher with the Vechain price set. Now, where are we getting this from? We actually took this structure from the Cardano price set here back then in 2018, between 2018 and 2010 right here. You can see the same structure. But if you want to get into detail, this would be your Wyckoff accumulation structure with your preliminary support right here, your selling climax, your auto rally, your secondary test right here, another test of the resistance right here, finally leading you into your spring moment. And then finally you can see that you started grinding upwards slowly but surely, eventually setting a new all-time high. That will be great for the Vechain price set to go ahead and set a new all-time high, but it's really too early to tell. Coming back to our Vechain price set here, you can see that it's basically the same structure. Now, this is the fractal I took from the Cardano market cap right here, and if you want to, you can see that you can put them really closely to each other. It's basically the same thing right here. Let's go ahead and see. This is your preliminary support right here. Your selling climax as well, your auto rally back to the top of the range, you have got, you know, a creek or something like that, which is basically a secondary test right here. You have that right here, although we didn't have much of a bounce here, but you can also see this bounce right here, finally leading into your spring moment. Spring moment for the Vechain price set wasn't as sharp as the one we saw with the Cardano price set, but the idea remains the same. So I will be expecting the Vechain price set to, you know, maybe we can have short-term pullbacks, that's okay, but slowly but surely we will be heading towards the major resistance that we have here. And once we break above this level, that's something that is going to be great for me, in my own opinion. That's my green light that yes, we are going to be in the bull market again for the Vechain price set. Another thing that I'm looking for is a cross here with the 100 and the 200 DMA. It hasn't happened just yet, but the last time it happened, right, it kickstarted the bull market. And if you really want to look at this structure here, you can see similarities. Obviously, this structure right here is happened like over 2 years. This is not happening over 2 years, just a few months right here, from May 2022, almost a year, right? But it's relatively like a short period of time compared to this structure right here. But it also has got the same details. But yeah, when the moving average is crossed right here, this is when the party began right here. So we'll be watching out for that here for the Vechain price to see if we can have a cross, and maybe with the fireworks will begin right here. So overall, I'm optimistic for the Vechain price. Such short-term price targets I showed you with this rising wedge right here, maybe a little bit of a pullback to backtest the falling wedge, but eventually getting as high as 18-17 cents there, right? So that's pretty much it from me, but this is just my own opinion. This is not financial advice. I would discourage you to take this as financial advice. But if you like the video, don't forget to delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family, and then I'll have to see you on the next one. Take care, bye.